So consensus is day drink all the time, every day, night drink all the time, every day. Is this why?
Don't work with your friends.
Do we have to put like a trigger warning? If you're an alcoholic, please do not listen to this episode.
If you're an alcoholic listening to our podcast, like there's the problem already. Okay. What if I do not recommend listening to this if you have a problem with drugs?
Hey girl, you trying to hit this?
Oh, you know exactly what I need. Happy Tuesday, y'all. It's Two Girls, One Blunt. I'm your girl, Emily.
I'm your girl, Jay Lee, the Jedi.
Macro clit up in this bitch.
No. It's
Big
not.
Clitty. Sorry.
That's Big Clitty is my name. No, you know what? I don't like that because I'm going to go around and people are going to think I have a giant clit. And that's not what I want to portray.
Isn't a dick just a giant clit? Because you start out female in the womb.
Mm-hmm.
So every dude has a macro clit.
Yep. And if you want to hear more about macro clits and micro penises, listen to our episode with Sam Buck. He just had an article written about him.
By the Harvard Crimson.
Yeah.
Aw, the old Boston.
It's like your favorite podcast is best friends with your favorite rapper or something like that.
That's
it was
cute.
Super sweet. Oh man, it has been, I feel like it's been a long time since we recorded, but it hasn't been a long time.
No, it's been like 2 weeks. So I guess that's not that long for us.
I know. We've been preparing for our big trip going out to LA, and we're recording a bunch of episodes because we are no longer working with our previous producer and we're kind of doing everything on our own. So it's much easier to do all of that where there's lighting and setup at Hayes Radio.
I cannot tell you how many DMs I've gotten. So what happened to...
Wait, really? Do we talk about it?
I mean, we could. That's the perfect segue. Are we being democratic or what is it? Diplomatic? Diplomatic.
I'll let you go into it, Emily.
I just think that there were a lot of differences in opinions, and ultimately the person who, I'm saying like the P, I hate that. The person who is like the likeness that you're creating, the voice that you're creating, they're like the ultimate say.
Yeah.
And if they're saying that they don't like what they are saying, something needs to be switched up. And you have to be able to listen to constructive criticism.
Yeah. Okay. So basically when we decided to hire someone, we were like, we're going full throttle. We're going to be traveling. We need to have a team. We need to have a team that like can have the autonomy to do what they want creatively while also maintaining our voice, but also being able to have the ability to kind of work on your own, be a self-starter, look things up, educate yourselves, like things like that. For example, I was paying someone to man a camera when apparently all I had to do for like $20 was to buy a dummy battery to have the camera run and stay running the whole time. Which I was paying somebody to be the expert in that. I don't know. Whatever. Either way. And I was more than willing to pay for like equipment, you know? And there was times where I was like, listen, I want you to be able to come to me. You follow up with me. If there is anything that you need to get done, if I don't answer, like harass me until you get it, because that's literally what I'm paying you for. I'm paying you for making sure it gets done, whether or not my life is like our lives are crazy. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? And so that ended up being the problem between us. And there was a lot of, you know, clash, I guess. It just like wasn't a good fit. And we've built this name. We've had big guests. We have way more things coming in the future that are crazy. And that's coming from us and our work and us networking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like we have a lot of experience. So yeah, that's what happened. I would often pay for things and never got a single, like I didn't get the deliverables that we paid for. So we would ask for like 10 clips. We'd get 4. Like we had Mia Malkova, the biggest fucking porn star on, and have no content from that. Oh yeah, and also I bought a hard drive that I paid for to put just our content on, and he refuses to give it back, won't answer because he put other content on it, which we told him not to do while he was working with us. So there was a lot of shit like that.
It's just a lot going on.
Yeah, we lost access to all of our content, which sucks. It's not fun. I feel like we lost like a friendship in the process, but then at the same time, like
It's not a friendship.
it's
if
not
they're
a
willing
friendship.
to do that.
If we're paying for something and you agree to like give those deliverables and then they're not done, or you ghost and you don't even show up for the event that you were being paid for, then there's going to be an issue. And I don't think there's respect. There's no respect for us. And Emily and I see that all the time in this business. Like where this is more like a serious intro, but every Emily and I see this in this business all the time where men just don't take women seriously.
It's really frustrating, and it is consistent. We also found out he talks shit to other men who then believed him.
Yeah.
Which detrimentally affected us.
Sent screenshots of
Private conversations
between me and a very big like comedian. And I'm like excited. I'm like, this is where our team's going. Sends that without my permission to another big comedian, like a private message, which looks so unprofessional. And that doesn't come off on him. That comes off on me because I'm the one who screenshotted the message, which I thought I could tell my team in private. There were so many things. Talk shit about us, told people that we work with as well that we're lazy, that we like take too long to do things,
that we don't know how to manage,
our
things. Time.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're dealing with two stoners, and
obviously,
if we're paying you to have the title of a producer, then that means produce, which means manage and keep people on time.
And there was
that's
no
not our
producing
job
because we are the producers.
Yeah,
we are the editors.
Yeah,
we create the
Emily
clips.
edits the full podcast. Like after it's synced, like that's pretty much what we need because we don't know how to do that. And then Emily would go in and edit the whole podcast. Every time we asked for the episode to be synced, we'd get it the day before. We have to edit and upload, and there'd be errors and partially synced. But he would take another gig, and we wouldn't have the content. So that's why we were constantly late. And it was like all of this stress, kind of managing a team that we were paying to take the stress off of us. And it's been so much less stressful.
And you know how big we are. Oh, yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
You know how big we are on like communication. Not that we're fucking perfect, but we did try to have like multiple like conversations about where we were headed, our plans for the future, what was going wrong in the moment with all of us, and try to be open and be like, hey, like we're also fucking up in this aspect. How can we all work together to build shit? And a lot of promises were made and not a lot of action was taken. So it was just like you keep saying the same shit over and over. And how many times can you say it without like you have to give up at some point. People are just not going to listen to you.
It didn't work out, but I think that, we wish them the best. Yep. And I think as hard as it was for both parties and all parties, that it was the best thing that could have happened and come out of this. And like, we're not angry and there's no like hard feelings. Like, no, I mean, I guess I was pissed. I said I was pissed like, when we started. There are hard feelings. It's more so like I'm hurt, I think like the biggest lesson for this is don't work with your friends. Don't work with our friend. I know, but you and I have a different kind of relationship, and I think I dead ass think our communication is top notch, so that even if there's an issue, like we're able to work through it. Even David, like yesterday when I was like having anxiety with coffee, and you were like, Jaime, are you okay? Like you sensed my energy, and you were able to come from that. You know what I mean? From that point of view, rather than feeling like, why is she like angry right now and taking it personal? You know what I mean? And I just think that us being able to have those conversations overall like helps. And I think inherently we're both very good people. You know what I mean? Like
I agree.
But long story short, I felt like we were disrespected. We got left hanging in the dark and left to do a lot of things on our own and kind of blamed. And also he put us in positions where he tried to jeopardize business relationships and multiple business relationships, and undermine like who we are to them to like make himself look better. And we never had a conversation with him about that because he didn't allow us to have a conversation in person. But
we also would never do that to him.
We would never do that to fucking anyone.
So that feels like poop.
That makes no sense. Just like we had another girlfriend fucking went to her boss and told her like him shit.
Yeah, she had
and jeopardized her money.
She had screen recorded voice memos and fucking sent him those voice memos and took away an opportunity that she was getting for a promotion.
Because she wanted it. The internet, the influencer world, all of this world, everyone says they want to be a part of it, is fucking nasty, backstabbing.
It's gnarly, dude.
Everyone will do anything that they can to get ahead. And they'll support you and they'll be your friend. But if it isn't between you and them, they will choose them 110%. And if that means telling secrets, that means talking shit, like that means ruining a business opportunity, they will fucking do it if it means they'll get that opportunity over you. That is crazy. Sick.
Which is fucking crazy to me.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, so we've had all that going on and we just needed a good reset because we're going to go to LA. We're going to record all these episodes and we decided we needed to do a 2 girls, 1 shrooms trip.
And so we did. We went on a boat the other day with our friends and I don't know how much shrooms I took. How much did you take?
I think I just took a gram.
I feel like I might have taken a couple grams. But
you totally took a couple grams. You took like 2 chocolate pieces. Then you had another chocolate piece later. And then you had like a full mushroom, like an actual real mushroom.
I did not trip though. I thought I was tripping, but I think it was just like the movement of the boat. So I was like, no,
you didn't trip at all?
Nothing really. Things were just like more vivid.
You took so much more than me and I was in the water and I took a gram and there were geometric shapes in the whole sky. The whole sky, literally, I was seeing gods in the sky and like pictures of people and like I was seeing a lot of things. And that happened like 4 hours into it. All of a sudden when I was swimming in the water, everything just started moving on me and I was like, oh no, we're not in Kansas anymore.
And I had already like come out of it. So I was just like chilling and vibing with the energy, but I was not seeing anything.
Yeah.
I wanted to trip. I like actually did.
I know. We'll have like another one. We still have more chocolates. But we love having friends who have rich boyfriends. It's a benefit to the whole group. And we, you know, a yacht day, who can say no? It was fucking great. How much was that boat to take out? Like 20K? 5K? I don't know. It was expensive.
It's probably like 5K.
We went out for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Which normal charters are like 3 hours, 4 hours. So we were out for a while and the service was amazing. I was just so like eating fruit and garlic knots and I was like, this is fucking great, man.
I know. Patty was like, what do you want for food? And I was like, pizza and garlic knots. Which is not what you want to be wearing when you're eating when you're in a bikini, but we didn't give a fuck.
No, I think we all like collectively without really saying anything, we're like, I just want to like enjoy this trip and not have it be about content.
Yeah.
So nobody took content really, like nobody did videos or anything. We just like hung out with each other as people.
Which we never do. Ever. Like when we're hanging out with our girlfriends, like if you see an Instagram story of us or anything like that, like dead ass, everyone's phone is on live when we're at dinner.
Yeah.
Like everyone's taking pictures. Like we are constantly on our phones because it's our job. And that's like, we're not going out to dinner to go to have fun and just hang out. We're going out to dinner because we are going to get content out of it. And like, that's forcing us out of the house and to like get pretty. And that makes it difficult because then you get exhausted from doing that because it's your job. And then you're like, I just need a regular day to me, like just for me.
So yeah, it was nice that we got to take that day for us.
It was so nice.
The water was beautiful. It's finally getting hot in Miami, like throughout the day, throughout the night. So it was just like, I was so happy. But we were talking on the boat about how like men are so entitled when it comes to like, oh, I have a boat. Like you can come on. And we're like, we can get on a boat literally any day of the week in Miami. And as we were getting off the boat, our friend Ryan comes up. He's like, hey guys, you want to go party on a boat? And I was like, this proves our fucking point. We can get on a boat whenever. Like your little boat, I don't give a fuck. 170 feet or bust, bitch.
Oh my God. Yeah, you were like, someone's like, you want to come on my boat? And you're like, how big is it? And I'm like, Emily, we were literally poor a year ago. We're still poor. No, but that was crazy that we did get off one yacht and then got invited literally as we're walking off of the boat to go on to another one.
And he was like, you guys don't want to come on a boat? I was like, we're just on a boat.
We just did shrooms for 6 hours and we've been in the sun all day.
I am coming down hard and I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
I feel like I slept for like 12 hours after that.
I did too. And then
I took shrooms the next day. Well, you and Christina went down to the pool. I was like, I'm going to take like half a piece. And I felt nothing. So that's only half a gram though. So that just means I need more.
Yeah. I want a company to, hint, hint, send us shrooms gummies. If there are any companies out there listening.
Would you guys like want to watch a shrooms vlog of us? Dude, I don't know. I feel like I'd have a psychotic break and then I'd have to send the footage to someone and they'd be like, is the girl in the footage okay?
She's fine. She's fine. It's me. I'm the girl. I think we should do an episode on shrooms.
I feel like this would terrify me. I'd literally be like the FBI's watching us through the camera.
It is a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe just like a microdose, like 2 grams, where we're like we can pull back from the trip and we're not like tripping.
Yeah.
Just like maybe the floors are like breathing with us. And like the walls are like breathing.
I like that. I just, for some reason, when I'm inside, if I'm in a house on shrooms, everything is just dead and it makes me very angry. And then I'm like, or if like we were in Miami and we had to walk around where we live, right, on shrooms, I would be like, humans are disgusting. It smells like shit. Like
humans are gross.
You know what I mean? I'd have to be in the water or on the beach or something.
I've always loved like industrial juxtaposed with nature. So I think I would like that, like finding the beauty in like the small spaces, you know, but I do love being on the water on shrooms.
There's something that like, it literally looks like hell to me when I'm on shrooms, when I look at concrete. Like when I had to walk in East Boston back to pee, I felt like I was walking into like a nightmare movie.
It was very dark in the house. I think I had a migraine that day or something.
And then everyone kept looking at me while I was walking on the street. And I'm literally like, yo, these kids know I'm on drugs.
They definitely did.
They definitely did. I was at a park laying down and literally kids just kept coming over to, like I was laying down, me and my friend, like on blankets in the middle of the park. And kids kept coming over to our thing and I was like, hi. And I'm looking at them with big eyes and their parents are like, hi. And I'm like, how are you? And I'm literally like, they know I'm on drugs. They know I'm on drugs. And I'm like, is it obvious? And I'm like, I just picture like, you know how you think the situation went? And then it will be like play back and someone's taking a video of you. And I'm like drooling and I'm like crawling on the ground at the park, like yelling at kids.
Hi, little boy.
Like, but I'm not even saying noise. I'm like, ha.
That would be funny.
I think that's what happened. I feel like I need to take another hit.
Go ahead.
David, I don't know what you did with this toast, but this toast is terrible. It feels like it's stale and not like toasted. Like you gave me hard stale bread that's been like sitting there in a pantry, in the back of the pantry.
No, I just opened that bag.
That's toast.
David like toasted it for like 2 seconds. It's not even.
That was in like a minute and a half, maybe.
You toast weird, dude. How do you fuck up toast?
I don't know. We do have like
I heat it up with the bake first.
The bake. Yo, the toaster oven. Are you on a toaster oven game? Because if you're not, you got to get one. Because toaster ovens are life changers.
You can make Brussels sprouts in them.
You can
and
make salmon, Brussels sprouts. You can heat up a pizza. Anytime I get one of those, what are they called? The California Pizza Kitchen pizzas.
Oh, California Pizza Kitchen. The chicken bacon ranch. No, barbecue.
Yeah, the barbecue one on onions. Oh, so good. It fits in that. I'm obsessed. And it does a fryer, but I still haven't figured out the frying.
I haven't figured out anything besides like the toast and the broil.
Do we even have the instructions anymore?
Probably not. That doesn't sound like us.
It doesn't. We have to get more storage. We are, I think, looking to, we were talking about this before the podcast. Basically we're in our living room right now and we're looking at our TV in the center console and there's 2 spaces on the side of it, getting the clear IKEA stands.
Yeah, so because we have so many bongs now, we just got
so many bongs.
Big PR package from Freeze Pipe, and we tried the Freeze Pipe TM in the beginning of the episode, but we got bubblers, we got like e-nails, like for dab rags. We got, what else do we get?
We got a ton of shit. We got
so much.
We got like 2 of everything. So we're going to bring that to Cali with us for our trip, and you'll hear about it on the next couple of episodes a little bit more in depth. But we're going to have all of our stuff out nice and displayed. I'm very excited. I feel like that once we have it all on display a little bit more, because everything's kind of hidden and all over the place and in boxes, that'll make me feel more like, holy shit, this is our studio. This is our weed
It'll be pretty.
place. Yeah.
But I had a question.
I have an answer.
So I feel like it's Miami. Everybody drinks all the time, but like back in Boston, in LA, where it's not always nice.
David just lifted up his drink.
Oh my God.
He's like, yep.
He's like, yep,
I'm like,
we're drinking.
It's 3:44.
Drink every day in Miami.
David,
Oh, man.
I
Just kidding. No, you
you
don't.
didn't even ask me if you could have alcohol.
I said, can I have a drink that's in the drawer?
No, that's not how you fucking. Oh, you little shitbag. No more. Stop it.
Dude, it was my first one.
I haven't had any. Like, why do you need alcohol?
It's fun to sit back and sip one.
Okay. Anyways, apparently in Miami, it's okay to drink all day, every day. In the rest of the civilized universe, when do you think it's acceptable to start day drinking? Like, is it a cutoff date seasonally, like Memorial Day to Labor Day, you can day drink nonstop, and then after the fall hits, you have to like chill down on the day drinking?
Okay, so you're asking like in the Northeast, obviously day drinking saved for the nice days. You know?
I wouldn't expect somebody to like start in the middle of a snowstorm, like as they're getting ready to go to work. Just like,
No, but people day drink going skiing. It really depends on
Fuck.
what you're doing in the activity. I think if it warrants drinking and it warrants partying, then you should do it during the day. You know what I mean? You're going to Disneyland, get drunk. You're going to the pharmacy, get drunk. You're going to meet your boyfriend's mom, get shit-faced.
take 5 shots of tequila.
Anytime it's 5 o'clock somewhere, day drinking is the best. I love day drinking.
Okay, so you just think it's acceptable, period.
I think, yeah. No, I do think though that like it's typically in the nicer weather, you know?
Yeah. So that's why everybody in Miami is a fucking shithead. They're just drunk
Yeah.
because it's so nice out always.
It's so nice out always. We were listening to the Flagrant 2 pod with Andrew Schultz and Akash, and they were saying how they moved to Miami was like the best, or moving back to New York from Miami was like the best and worst decision ever.
yeah.
And Andrew's like, it would be so hard to work. We wouldn't be able to pull the all-nighters that we
and
did.
I was like, what are you guys talking about? Like, we pull all-nighters all the time, I feel like.
I know. If anything, it's more acceptable to pull an all-nighter here, and I'm more productive at night when everyone's like out partying and I'm not, because no one's going to be awake. Like Miami doesn't start until at least noon. Like
Yes.
stores don't open. Like no one is out. Don't expect a fucking text back before noon from anyone.
No, and it's normal for people to not wake up till 2 or 3 p.m.
Yeah, like that's like an average thing. Like so
Normal.
yeah. I think the day is like shifted between like it's like 2 p.m. to 4 a.m. is like the average day in Miami.
I kind of like that.
Like I sleep in every single day to like 9 or 10, but we're out. We're up till like 2.
I know. I've been getting up earlier though. I'm back on my bullshit. I'm glad.
Yeah, but I'm not getting up early if I was up till 2. I'm a fucking pussy. I'm a baby when I don't sleep.
Me too. Once I'm in that like habit though, it's really
Yeah.
annoying. I wake up regardless of when which is fucking.
You
unless
used
I'm
to always wake
trashed.
up super early.
I miss those days.
That's because you had a real job.
Oh my God. I was literally like, I used to have to be ready by 7:30
I
every
think that-
day. How I can't even do that now.
No.
Like I'm up at 7. I'm not out to go to the gym until like 8.
No, you
So,
get
like,
ready for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
You shower in the morning, and then sometimes I hear the door open and close, but the shower's on, and I'm like, has she been in the bathroom showering for like this full hour?
Sometimes I just sit in the shower.
Yeah. But then I hear like you running errands around the house.
I forget shit and I have to bring it back to the shower. Like I think I forgot like my body wash out in the kitchen one time and like go in and out.
That makes sense.
I'm a long shower type of gal. You know what we do with those shower heads.
What do you prefer, day drinking or drinking at night, like going out?
I like day drinking. When I think of day drinking, I think everything in moderation. Night drinking is where I go fucking balls to the wall crazy.
Oh no, then you haven't day drank, right? When you day drink, it's like you're starting at noon. Maybe that's like late. Like sometimes it's like not everyone's like 9 a.m. Let's go. Everyone's drinking. Even if you're at home getting ready, you're chugging one because you probably drank the night before, so you hair the dog, and then you're drinking all day in the sun,
So that
and then 8 o'clock hits and you're fucked up, like trashed. Or like it's like 4 p.m. and no one can walk, and like the average person hasn't even started drinking, like hasn't started their night yet. That's real day drinking.
That was us on fucking Thanksgiving. We were all like blackout by like 7 p.m.
Yeah.
It was miserable.
It was miserable.
That's not the type of day drinking I like. I like day drinking with like a couple mimosas and then maybe like a
you're a
mixed
pussy.
drink. Yeah, I'm a pussy.
Aw,
Gratefully, I am a pussy because I die. My hangovers are not quick. They're like 6 days long, and I'm 23. So I don't think my liver was built for this shit.
It's it's a surprise you're living it all.
I'm falling apart. I'm fucking falling apart, man.
Yeah, you are an old man in a young girl's body. Like you look like an adolescent. Like pedophiles love you probably, but like you are an old man at the same time.
Am I like reverse Benjamin Button?
Yeah,
Is that how that works?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I didn't watch the movie. Me either. No, but literally, when I was doing karate, they used to call me Nana because I was like, they were like, you're 80 years old, but you're 13. And I've just aged. This decade did a lot to me.
What decade?
From 13 to 23.
Yo, trauma and stress really does age you.
Do you think it ages joints too?
Yes, I think it ages everything. It means your body's not operating. Like you're living under flight or fight response. So you're constantly, like everything's overworking.
What the fuck, man? Do you think they're going to come out with a test that can like correctly age people who went through trauma? Like, you know how they see the rings on the tree? Like, can they do that for humans to see how much years stress took off your life?
Your hair. Yeah. So actually, I just saw a TikTok. This is crazy that you brought that up. I just saw a TikTok and she was a hairdresser, and I think I sent it to you, and she's like, I can tell when somebody went through a traumatic period in their life and how long exactly and how many years ago or months based on their hair. Because when you go through high stress periods of time, leaves rings in your hair, basically, like on your hairline, like down. And the hair will be like more brittle or like whatever in certain sections. And your hair grows like half an inch a month.
Yeah,
so think if it's like, if it's 3 inches down, that's 12, that's a year.
Oh.
Right?
No, 6 months? Half an inch?
Half an inch.
So 2 half inches makes 1?
Wait, math is hard without writing it down. Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Half an inch
Times.
a month. So 1 inch is 2 months. If it goes 3, that's 6 months. Okay, so that'd be 6 months. Say 6 months ago, for like, it shows for like a full year the hair's like fucked up. She could be like, oh, what, 6 months ago, like, did something happen? Like, are you okay? And she'd be like, yeah, my brother died.
You look at your brother.
What?
I looked at you and that's all I could think about. I was like, think of trauma, think of trauma.
Yeah, obviously it's me.
Oh, just kidding. I'm not manifesting anything. But I thought that was super cool.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I am growing back in a lot of hair, and I'm like, was it my last relationship combined with my last job making me lose hair
And COVID.
and having COVID?
Yeah,
It was a fun cocktail.
for sure. Oh,
So
man.
consensus is day drink all the time, every day, night drink all the time, every day. Is this
And
why?
don't work with your friends.
Do we have to put like a trigger warning? If you're an alcoholic, please do not listen to this episode.
If you're an alcoholic listening to our podcast, like there's the problem already. Okay. I do not recommend listening to this if you have a problem with drugs.
Yeah, that's true.
Not
That's
our
true.
audience. Just like someone when I like Bert Kreischer's episode with who did he do it with? I don't know. They just talked about drugs. I think Mark Normand, drugs for like all the drugs they would do, and then all the comments were like, if I were now sober, this would easily like put me back into a bad place. Listening to them talk about it.
Literally, I get so stressed out at the thought that one day I'll have to be completely sober.
Oh, I am gonna have to be sober. I don't know when,
It's coming for me.
but I've been feeling this way for a while.
What would you do if you were a dude for a day?
If I were a man for a day, I would definitely get like dressed, first of all, I would jerk off. If I were a man for a day, first thing I would do, hands down, jerk off.
I'm immediately grabbing that dick and taking it on a train.
Yeah, it'd be like Freaky Friday, and I like hop into like a man's body, and I'm like, oh shit, I got a dick. And then I'd be like, I've been waiting for this moment.
Ever since Beyonce came out with If I Were a Boy, I've been wondering what would happen if I were a boy for a day. Like, I would absolutely want to jerk out. I don't know how to flirt with women as a woman. Do you think that I would be able to flirt with women as a man? Like, would I get pussy or would I just be jerking off all day?
See, I don't think I can flirt with women as a woman at all. But I feel like if I turn on the masculine energy, like, absolutely. I think like a dude. Like, I am literally like, I think if I had a dick, I would be the biggest slut. Like, my dick would be, it would just be everywhere. And it'd be everyone's mom's, everyone's sister. I would just be humping and dumping everywhere. And I understand, you know, and then I would get over it, and then I'd be like, I'd feel really angry at myself, and you know,
Fucking whore.
yeah. I just want to know what it's like to fuck a girl. Girls are like beautiful, but like from a man's perspective, I want to know what it's like to fuck me.
Because you can have like
Whoever's in my body, I'm fucking them. I'm fucking myself if I were a dude.
Really?
Fuck yeah, I want to know what it's like to fuck me, and then I would see it from their angle, and I'd be like, honey, when you're on top, put your chin out a little bit more because you have like 8 chins and this is not a good angle.
I want to be like, hopefully in the future, this happens where you can like take a pill and like it clones you for like an hour and you can just fuck with your clone with your partner. And what if your partner has a clone? You guys can just swap, like
A threesome with yourself?
yeah, or your partner's self.
That, if I got fucked by 2 of my partner,
Doesn't that sound like
I
fun?
would die. I would literally die. That's my wet dream.
Yeah, same.
Not just one of them, but 2.
maybe 5.
Maybe a room full.
You just go
How
around
much
the
wood
room.
would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A whole lot of bitches. A whole lot of bitches. Oh, I literally, yeah, I would fucking die if I were a dude.
David, if you were a
That's what I
girl
do.
for a day, what would you do?
I'd grow my ass first thing. I'd smack it.
You're an ass guy?
I'd smack it. I'd be like, look at that. I got an ass.
You assume that you would just have an ass. First of all, our family does not naturally have asses. Tyler, no ass.
no, I don't know.
Mom,
Probably
no
not.
ass.
So you would have no butt as a girl.
The only reason I have an ass is because I did gymnastics
What, I
and
just
then
put, like, a
worked out.
penny flat on both sides.
Yeah, you'd be like a piece of paper.
That sucks.
I feel like
That's the only thing you would do, though?
Yeah.
Would you diddle?
I did it myself.
I'm surprised you wouldn't touch your boobs first.
Oh.
That's usually what guys would do, not your ass. It feels the same as a dude's ass.
Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
Have you ever touched a dude's ass?
No. Mine. My own, yeah. You gotta wipe your ass.
That's like your like ass line. Like not somebody's ass. So when you grab a girl's ass, do you go for like between her cheeks?
Now, you know that little cuff?
Yeah.
I got one finger on that cuff.
I hate you so much.
Why just one finger?
He says it and he goes,
That's so weird.
he's like, I put a finger in the cuff.
Oh. Yeah, I wish I could be a dude.
Fun.
I think that sometimes I'm like, I feel like I was supposed to be born a dude. Like, I think like a dude a lot. And then I'm like, who punished me and brought me into the world as a woman and made my life 10 times harder?
I feel like
But then I'm like, I'm divine feminine and I am all powerful.
because you still do want to be a woman. So you're
Yeah.
not like upset about being a woman. You're just more masculine.
Well, yeah, I think
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I've always been masculine since I was like a kid. And people thought I was trans as a kid and thought I was a boy because I dressed and talked and acted like a boy. And then I got really girly. And then like I see that masculine side definitely come out in business. Business is where I get very masculine.
I like it. You have to have a balance.
Yeah.
A good mix of both.
Wow. I just got an affirmation. Good things are coming my way. And it's 424.
424.
That's
Does that?
a palindrome number, right?
I like palindrome numbers.
Palindrome's the right word for that, right?
That's what I call them, but I don't know if that's what you call numbers because I know that's what you call letters.
I know.
Words. Isn't race car a palindrome?
I think so.
There's just something so satisfying about it. It's like, you are the same from front to back. Humans like symmetry.
I'm glad I'm not the same front to back.
No, we're a little bit funky, a little bit different. We're not like every other girls.
Emily and I are struggling today. We just took a half-hour break to smoke a bunch of weed, and now I'm super high. And we did start this off just a little heavier, and I'm starting to feel that toll of just the heaviness.
It's like a therapy session. You get exhausted after.
I know. We'll have our little jokes here and there, but you know, there's like,
yeah, that'll do it, donkey.
that was like way too late. That was like 5 minutes too late. Shout out to our cameraman, David.
Our on-set
tech, assistant tech.
We're not giving away the producer title away, just to anyone.
No, yeah, we're not.
You gotta fucking
You have to actually be a producer.
prove that you're capable.
Which means making the podcast episodes, getting the guests, setting it up, making sure everyone's on time, so we can just come in and be creators, because it's hard for us to talk when we're setting everything up and then we did 3 hours of work and our brains are fried now.
Yeah, the creators gotta create.
Yeah.
And haters gotta hate.
I just want to walk in and be like, all right, thanks team for me being able to rely on you.
Yeah.
And just having it, everything taken care of so we can do what we get best so we can all get paid.
That's
Yeah.
the goal. That's the freaking
What were
what's gonna happen.
What were the other topics we were going to talk about today?
Cara Delevingne and Meg the Stallion.
My God. Do you think she's okay? Everyone's like, she's on drugs. She's on drugs. I think this is a PR stunt.
A PR stunt. She literally became a meme overnight, so I could totally see that. There was like this whole thing you saw about how like Meg like didn't
Pushed her
push
away.
her. Everyone was like, she got pushed. Like, no, Meg was just like, move very gently.
Meg was like, save some room for Jesus.
Yeah, she was like, you gotta leave room for the creator between us, you know? She was just like creeping around corners.
It
like,
was so funny.
Perfectly.
Yeah, so that's why I think it was just her being like maybe drunk at the same time, but also being weird, and like people knew about it, because then Diplo did a TikTok with her and was like, I like taught Cara Delevingne or whatever to like DJ. She did okay, and like the way that he made it seem was like kind of going along with her being creepy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she looked like she was like a little off, but I just feel like maybe she's just like, you know, has some chaotic energy.
Yeah.
Some of us have chaotic energy.
She's like playing into like the Gollum Smeagol role of celebrity, and I'm here for it. Like, if that's who you want to be, girl, find your Bilbo Baggins. Do what you gotta do.
What does that even mean?
You're telling me that Bilbo Baggins and Smeagol didn't fuck? Not once? And they had a cock ring? Like, and you're telling me they never
Shut the
fucked?
fuck up. Is this a joke you wrote down?
No.
Oh.
Is it funny?
It seemed rehearsed. I was like, this one has been like in her pocket for a while.
That was just off the stupid dome.
I love it.
I got a pointy head over here.
No, you have a very round head. I, on the other hand, have a horse head.
But you know what I discovered? I have dents in my head. I called my sister. I was like, was that dropped on my head? And she was like, yeah.
Well, I dropped Tyler on her head as a baby, and I blamed that on why she decided to bash her head against cement walls all the time as a toddler.
I don't think that was your fault.
No, but we used to say it's because I dropped you on your head. That's why you're fucked up. But her head looks perfect, and she has a shaved head.
She has a very nice,
She has a nice
shaped
head.
I'm jealous.
Good head.
You did good. You did good. She gives good head and she has good head.
Yeah. David's like, God damn it. Another thing about my sisters. He's listening to music on his
Oh, is he
headphones.
listening to music? He can't fucking hear us. Oh, he can fucking hear us. Too bad I was talking shit about him this whole time.
Yeah.
Stupid bitch.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that she's doing that.
I think it's so funny. I just hope like Meg the Stallion isn't like actually like upset by it, and she's not actually being like stalked and creeped out by Cara Delevingne.
Like, if she's actually being a stalker and creepy, like, okay, so if it's a joke and no one knows about it and we're feeding into it, great. But like, what if she's actually being creepy?
yeah,
Like, what if she's actually creeping around and she's all like, hey, Meg. Like, that's so weird.
Like, did you see the video of her like running up on Meg and like playing with her skirt for photographs.
Yeah.
I was like, if they aren't very close, I would feel uncomfortable.
I know. It would be it seemed like the whole situation watching the videos is uncomfy.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's like that uncomfy humor, like cringe humor, you know what I mean?
Like, is she playing a character?
Right?
Is it method acting?
I don't know. But another person, I think, so like everyone keeps talking about how like Megan Fox is an energy vampire.
Yeah.
Like TikTok is like, look at, he has no energy life source and she's glowing next to him. And he used to be, his face was so full. And then everyone's like, he has a drug addiction. And that's why. And then everyone's like, now like Megan's over MGK. Look how disgusted she looks.
I saw that.
Right. And I've been watching the videos. I don't think she looks disgusted. I think she's on drugs. I think she's like fucked up. Because you can see it the way that she moves her mouth. If you have a family member who does drugs or a friend and and they say that they're not on drugs during like public things, you can tell the situations, the way their eyes move and like the way that they like react to people talking, the way that their mouth moves, their jaw, their tongue. Like there's a lot of little nuances. And I was watching it and I was like, oh my God, she's on drugs. Like immediately. Yeah, there's I just saw one. I think I sent it to you, but she's like, at the dinner table, and I was like, she's looking like both sides and kind of like all over the place, like because you can tell when you're on drugs, like you're kind of uncomfortable and shit. And I was like, no, she's definitely that's probably just what it is.
Oh shit! I don't know why I don't like them as a couple, and they give me like Travis Barker, Kourtney Kardashian vibes, like the excessive PDA.
I feel like they give off like they're trying to do Travis Barker, and they're like it's really uncomfortable for everyone.
So I scroll past their videos. I'm like, I don't want to see this. Like they're weird.
Everyone's obsessed with them now, and I was obsessed with both of them individually before, and then they got together, and I'm like,
ick.
Yeah.
Ick.
Now that they're dating, I'm like, do I even like Megan Fox? Like, do I like MGK? Like, we eat each other's blood. Like, dude, what? I don't want to hang out with anyone who eats blood. Like, that you'll curse me.
I don't like that.
No.
I don't even like hanging out with people who like their steaks like uncooked.
First of all, medium rare, and the fact that you like well done is an abomination.
That's because I don't like steak.
That abomination. You need like a good truffle butter filet, medium rare.
But I like
with
the
a lobster tail.
The Wagyu bites that we get that are like the little meatballs looking things with truffle butter from Mint.
Those are good too. Oh, that's real steak is so good.
I want Mint tonight.
I know. Mint in Miami is pretty fucking good. Shout out.
Hell yeah.
We need to explore more.
This will be a short episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. It's because we're going to have so many great episodes coming up. So many.
We have so much planned for LA and in June, and you guys don't even know what's about to hit you this summer.
I don't know what's about to hit me.
I don't know either.
I'm ready for a nap.
I am too.
I think this should be a short episode.
I think we gotta go.
I think we have to end it.
No stony baloney today.
We're gonna get high as fuck and undo all of this shit.
Can we smoke a blunt?
Yeah, let's smoke a blunt. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. We just want to say that we love you very much. If you are on Hayes Radio and you're listening, these episodes come out after they do on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So if you want to be up to date, switch over to one of those platforms and make sure you're listening to our episodes as they come out. We also will be announcing a lot of different things on our Instagram page. For example, we're going to be doing a 10K giveaway once we hit 10K on Instagram. Our Instagram page is growing fast. So you want to make sure that not only are you following us on Instagram at 2 Girls 1 Blunt Pod, number 2 Girls 1 Blunt Pod, but turning on notifications like for our stories and our posts, because that's where you're going to get all the good stuff. And subscribe to our YouTube, because you can also watch this podcast, which is way more entertaining than just listening to it. So yeah, make sure you're following us on social media. If you love us the way that we love you, leave us a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts, because that helps us bump up in the ratings. We went from number 5 in stand-up comedy to number 8 again. So we need some reviews.
I am so tired. All right. We love you.
I was like, that's what I was gonna say.
This is
all of
another
that.
episode of Two Girls, One Blunt. You filthy fucking stoners. Go get high and have a great fucking week. We'll see you next Tuesday.